I'm doing a role play about the Rule 72 with Miss Kiki here. And of course, this is make believe. So, Miss Kiki is her name today. This is JR from Buchanan Financial and Insurance Agency. Welcome to the show. All right, say hello, Miss Kiki.
Hello.
I hope you all heard her. Say hello again.
Hello.
All right. Have you heard of the Rule 72?
No, sir.
Have you heard of Albert Einstein?
Yes.
Okay. So, just to give you a highlight and a cap, we were talking about how viable the numbers are that I'm giving you on this illustration, which show 7.28. And instead of showing you 7.98 or 10% or 12% like everybody else would probably do, I'm showing you 7.28 because I want you to know that I don't want to overpromise.
Okay.
Okay, but I also want to let you know that we're a viable a financial planning institution, and I want to let you know about that 7.28 is viable. So you were questioning me a little bit about viability, if I'm exploding the numbers.
Yes.
Okay. What's your main concern there? Well, the people want to know. The people want to know what your main concern is. I mean, you did express that that's something that's unheard of. For example, you told me that your bank is not even paying you that much, and your bank is a rich institution. So what is your bank account paying you right now? 0.25? Quarter rate of return?
I believe so.
Which is 25 basis points. So 25 basis points sounds like a lot, but we have to find out what basis is to the points. 25 basis points is basically 1/4%. It's not even 0.5%. It's 1/4%. So it sounds like a lot, but it's not. Let's determine how many years it will take for your money to duplicate.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, it's simple math. We use the number 72 and we divide it by the interest rate, 0.25, and that gives us 288. And we could easily, do you have a calculator on your cell phone?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and try that. Okay, 72 divided by 0.25, what does that come up to?
288.
288. So 288 years, your money will duplicate in 288 years. So you have approximately $20,000 in your IRA. You're young and you accumulated that much in your previous 401k. Now you have it in your bank because it's secure. Now how secure do you feel that it's going to duplicate in 288 years?
Not secure.
Not secure. Do you want to feel better? What if you went to the banker and complained, and the banker says, we're going to give you 0.5 point instead of 1/4? Will you be happy? No, right? So because what you're going to do is you're going to use the same number, 72, and you divide it by 0.5 point, 0.50. What does that come up to? And see what you do, what she's doing the calculation is you make them
144.
you make them calculate, and she just said 144. So 144, that means that your money will duplicate in 144 years. Do you have 144 years for your $20,000 to duplicate?
No.
No, right? All right, let's go for 1%. Let's speed it up. Let's skip a quarter. So 72 divided by 1% is how many years, Miss Kiki?
72 years.
So 72 years. She's doing the calculation, and I'm showing her how to do that on her calculator. You don't have to be a mathematician. So 72 years. Do you have 72 years to wait for 20,000 to duplicate to 40,000?
No, not at this age.
Not at this age, okay. So now let's speed it up even more. So for the sake of teaching everybody here, I don't want to make this a 20-minute podcast here. I want to compress time frames. So what you should do is you should know your numbers, and you should know what the 72 divided by 1%, 2%, 4%, 5% is. We're going to go straight for 7 and 10. So actually we're going to go for 7%. So now let's go ahead and do 72 divided by 7%. What if you could get 7%?
10 years.
10 years. So now you're 33 years old? 33 years old, okay? So how many 10 years do you have for your money to duplicate?
Two?
You have two.
Maybe three?
Three.
But
Okay.
I'll be
Yeah, how old will you be?
80,
33, 43, 53, 63. So you have three.
So three.
Three. So now what we do here is in front of the client, you make her, or you in front of her, or him, or them, as a couple. You write it down. You get a legal pad and you write it down. You write this down so this way they can see the compound effect of the doubling periods. So now, three doubling periods is what we have. You have $20,000 in your bank account, but supposing that you have a 7.7% interest rate. Your money will duplicate every 10 years. So now let's double it every 10 years for three periods. So 20,000 duplicates to how much in 10 years? The first doubling period. 20 doubles to what?
40?
40,000. See, I'm helping the clients. So that's the first doubling plan. One down. So you write that down on your sheet. You cross it out. Okay, those 10 years are gone. Let's go with the next 10 years. Okay, 40,000 doesn't double to 60,000, man. We're talking about compound interest.
Oh,
So 40,000 doubles to what?
80,000.
80,000. So see, that's compound growth for you. It doesn't double to 60, it doubles to 80.
Oh,
That's compound interest working for you. And that's without you even contributing any more money. Now you have one more down. It's like the magic lamp, one more down, okay? You have two wishes already gone, let's cross it out. Okay, so 80,000 doubles to what in the next doubling period? 80 doubles to $160,000. Let's use your calculator there. Okay, see? So 80 doubles to what? 80 times 2 is 160,000. Now let's be a little bit more advanced. Let's go ahead and use amortization. Now from here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop. I'm already convincing the client, and whether they're a couple or a single person, single mom or single father, that 7% is 10% is the way to go. 7% is the way to go. And guess what, guys? We have accounts that can pay 14% simple interest every year. We have accounts that guarantee 7.2% interest rate compounded every year for 10 years. So it's definitely you would definitely go with the one that pays the 14%, but because it pays it for 10 years, it's 140% in 10 years. But here's the situation: what if she has? This is just an example of 20,000. What if she has $400,000 and we want to split the accounts into a split annuity? Most annuity companies don't have a great SPIA, and you need to split the accounts, and the annuity companies aren't going to split the accounts for you, and you can only do one rollover per year. So what you need to do to not complicate things is put it in with one carrier that will allow the split, and we have to go with the one that will pay the interest rate. We have a carrier that will pay on one account 7.2% guaranteed interest rate, Miss Client, at compound interest for 10 years. So since Miss Kiki, so if you have $200,000 in one account that we're going to put into, you have 400,000, but 200,000 we're going to put in one account, and the other 200,000 in the other account. So 200,000 will duplicate to 400,000 in 10 years, guaranteed. Okay, I could say that. You guys could say that. Would you like that?
yes.
I mean, you've had it in the bank, and you were very, very strong-willed not to withdraw it. Number one, because it was a 401k that you rolled over into an IRA, and you yourself know the detrimental effect that will happen if you withdraw it. You're under 59 and a half, and you know that there's a 10% prepayment penalty.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you know that you can't use it till age 59 and a half, right?
Yes.
So now if we lock your money in for 12 years so that this way you could gain 14% every year for 10 years, are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, now we were talking about the 10% to everybody out there listening. So same effect would go with the 10%. So you would use the same script. So if we locked your money in for 10 years and but you would gain 7.2% for 10 years, and it would duplicate from 200,000 to 400,000. Would you be okay with that?
Yes.
You weren't going to touch the money anyways, right?
No.
Now the other 200,000, what we're going to do is we're going to put it in another account. So that's called a split annuity, and I'm just going to shorten everything down. We're at 10 minutes. That's a script that we would use with the Rule 72. Thank you very much. Any words, Ms. Kiki?
No.
Okay. Thank you for talking to us over the other people that are working with us today. Thank you so much.